KP, hi again. I know. Sometimes that's the only way to resolve it is because it gets stuck in that loop, in that buffering loop. So I got to sign off and then restart it again. Good morning, Michelle. So they managed to here. I didn't realize we had because they no one told me. Not even when they were showing me the house, they didn't tell me that we had central air. I assumed we had central heating because you could see the floor vents. I have two vents in my room. So somebody had been trying to work on the AC. This was maybe like my third day in. I'm thinking, oh, okay. So the one, and I would always leave. I'd leave the fan running on low just to circulate the air, and I'd leave my window open just to let fresh air come in. And then that afternoon, when I came back home, it's like, God, it's chilly in my room. And I walked over. Oh, there's cold air blowing from the vents. I got the window open. I didn't know. So, yeah. So now it's like ice cold in my room. Now I'm back because it's so cold now, and they run it. I don't think they stop running the AC until about maybe 10 o'clock. So now I'm back into sleeping in my sleeping bag again. So that's funny. But you know what? I'd rather have it cold than being hot and stuffy in my room. I just don't. Oh, I got to meet one of my other roommates last night. I'm so terrible at names. Roger. No, it sounds more like Roman. Roman. That's it. Roman. Yeah, Roman. Nice fella. He had been homeless as well, so he knows. And he's like, I think he got a job with the school district. Um, so he's using also this place as a platform, as a stepping stone to get his own place. Um, but yeah, it gets cold, and he's like, I noticed this since you've been here, you just don't spend much time here. I'm like the only one that gets up around 4:30 in the morning, gets something to eat, and then I'm out the door around 5 o'clock. I told him, I go, yeah, this place is just basically a place for me to sleep. I don't know. I have to be doing something all the time. I have to be very active. Good morning, always. It's not too hot, then it's too cold. Isn't it crazy? I know. Oh yeah, I do that. Even when I was living in South Lake Tahoe, I'm one of these weirdos that I have the heater in my truck during the winter. I have the heater blasting, but I crack the window just to get that. My body's warm, but I have to have that certain coldness blowing in my face. Or in the wintertime, I got the heater cranked up in the house, but I had to have a foot sticking out just to have a little bit of coldness. You know, you kind of like a candy thermometer, more or less. I'm just weird like that. I don't know if any of you guys are. And shower, yes. It's nice to wake up in the middle of the night to go pee in a toilet, to have facilities. I felt like such an animal not having a bathroom. I found that to be the most embarrassing thing, not to have a bathroom. Not for showering, but just for facility's sake, you know. I think that goes for any homeless person. You know, it's definitely not dry. Our humidity factor has been pretty up there. Let me check. I think I have what's going on? I have class this morning, so thank you. Eh? Oh, we have excessive heat warning, 98 to 108 degrees. ¿Eh? No tendrán ya dinero entre van a quebrando. We have a humidity of 72%. I don't know if you guys can see that very well, but see, look, 108 degrees today. So that means when I get to Arcadia, it'll be probably 112. Because I said it was a lot hotter in Arcadia yesterday than it was here in Pass. Oh well. Good morning, Carol's Cottage. Oh, I forgot to mention, I got my first postcard yesterday. Um, Shoot, let me see if Oh, darn it. Okay. So when I found out that I was getting the room, one of the things, I mean, I already started mentally preparing myself. And when I was at the 99-cent store one day, I bought this, I bought this strand of LED lights. It's like a 6-7 foot strand of LED lights. It takes like 3 AA batteries. And that's like my first decoration for my place. So then the other day, I had already put it up there, and I made a thought bubble. I made a thought, and because I knew that I kept asking you folks. I want either cards or letters. I want to know. I want postcards from where you folks are. So I made the thought bubble, and yesterday I got my first card. And it's kind of hard to see the reflection, but you can see the thought bubble. See the little postcard up there. There it is, all the way from the big island of Hawaii, from Stephanie. Isn't that cool? I think that's cool. So I got my first postcard from you folks. Yay! I'm so happy. Brandy. I like that spelling. And it's been kind of laggy. Hey Brandy, did you know that there's a song after you? You're a fine girl. What a wonderful wife. Great song. I do the same thing. I'm constantly taking pictures and videos, and I end up having to delete it because that's like the number one thing that eats up all the memory on your phone and it slows down your phone, which is how I ended up deleting video yesterday. Yeah, so I'm gonna end up going back to Arcadia to reshoot some video. They just did a spectacular job. I want to see that mall again. I wouldn't mind working back at that mall again. Like I said, the X and we were mall rats, and I need a haircut. I think this weekend I'm going to go to the trailhead. I'm going to do some hiking. I've been wanting to. I've been wanting to go up there to the trailhead ever since they started doing the route. I want to go up there. It's getting busy again. It's going to slow down. Send me postcards from where you are. I got my first one yesterday. I mean, yesterday was a bonus. I got Jan's gift yesterday, and I got the postcard. It was like, oh, that was like a double bonus day. It was so cool. It was, oh man, I was just tickled yesterday. Postcards. I love postcards. It's so Americana. I've said this before. I'm just old-fashioned. I love writing letters. Oh, that'd be cool. Do I have to be packing? Like packing? God, I wish they would do something about that. It seems like the police force is so scared of, you know. It's so sad. Chicago's a beautiful town. There's so much culture there. Chicago is very beautiful. It's got great culture, great history. Uh, a lot of seedy history, but more than it's just. Well, I don't know about the nighttime now, but it used to be the nighttime is when Chicago came alive. I mean, jazz clubs everywhere, great food. I mean, it was just fantastic. Good. Okay. But yeah, Chicago was awesome. Like I said, I think the last time we were there was 2004, 2005. Yeah. So you've seen it actually go from nice to not so nice. Yes, it was. Chicago was always comparative to New York. I would say it was the New York of the Midwest. You know? You had the Windy City, and then you had the city that never sleeps. So then you had LA. Eh, Yeah, winters are pretty. I know about winters out there. I used to live in Wisconsin, so yeah, winters are pretty. You stop moving, you freeze right there on your spot. I mean, yeah, walking around in parkas, maybe two parkas, having mufflers and everything. Yeah. You know, the summertime, it can be pretty hot out there, too. I remember when we were living in Wisconsin, we went up to we went on a day trip to go to Green Bay, and we saw the Green Bay Stadium. You know, I, I always thought Green Bay Stadium was a lot bigger, but it's actually about the same. It's the same size as the LA Coliseum. The only thing is that it's taller, but circumference wise, it's about the same. Kind of small. I was kind of a letdown, you know. But I got to see the Green Bay Stadium, and then we went out there one spring for the cherry blossoms. Beautiful, beautiful. Katrina, were you there for Katrina? That's the Polish hospitality. uh, for like the big, um, I pay a venti cup of coffee is $2.75, but I can get if I get here's the trick. If you get one of these, it's like 10 cents cheaper, but you get less. This is 14 ounces. If you buy a venti, it's 16 ounces. So it's worth paying the 10 cents for the 16 ounces. So I buy the regular. I fill this up, and then I still have 2 ounces left to fill this up again. So it's worth it. So you're getting ripped off if you buy one of these and you fill it up. The best bet is to buy the venti, fill this up. I don't know. I'm what's called a David Horowitz baby. For those of you that don't know, David Horowitz was an advocate for the economy. Fight back, David Horowitz. So yeah, I know I I love coffee. I love coffee. I am so much. I'm so much more well rested. Thank you. Yes. Right now, the housing. Yes, it is. Yes, and everything is right now. But I have a year's time to change that, and I'm hoping to change that within 6 months. I'm hoping to. Oh no, I bet. Yeah, it gets hot out there, and the humidity is not very much fun. I remember there was one time it was midsummer and in Stevens Point, and we had the this in that part of the country you have those emergency AM FM radios that's both electric and run on batteries. And on top of ours, it had a blue flashing light. So whenever there's a a tornado warning, you get that beep, 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 and the blue light starts to flash. You know, it's a tornado warning. So one particular afternoon, it was our day off, and it started going off, and it was in our county, Portage County, and I'm out there with the 8 millimeter. We just bought the sharp 8 millimeter little cassette video recorder, and I run out there on the deck, and I'm looking, and my wife is like, "Charlie, it's headed our way." I said it's headed our way. I'm like, "Yeah, I know, I can see," and the sky's turning green, almost cyan green. It was really creepy, but it was exciting as well. Charlie, get inside. And the dogs are barking and everything. And the louder she gets, the dogs are barking and stuff. My little dog Missy's all wagging and getting excited. And I'm out there filming on the deck. Charlie, get the F inside. No, I gotta see this. And I'm starting to see the convection, starting to see the vortex. It was pretty cool. I mean, I got that all on video. And then I can see the cone starting to form. And it was over the Stevens Point Airport. And it was coming, and then it started to come back up. It never made full touchdown, but it came halfway down. She's screaming, "Get in there! You're gonna get yourself killed, you idiot!" Oh, this is cool. Wait, I gotta get this on video. That was funny. It was pretty cool, but yeah. I mean, I'm used to. I've been through hurricanes. I've seen 3 water spouts in Clearwater, Florida. 2 in Clearwater, 1 in Boca Raton. Water spouts, hurricanes, tornadoes, earthquakes, flood. When I was living in Carson City, Washoe Valley, Washoe Lake flooded out, so we couldn't go from Carson to Reno because Washoe Lake was flooded, and Highway 50 was flooded out. We couldn't. It was impassable for about 3 days, 4 days. So I've had major fire up in South Lake Tahoe. That was 94, 93, 94. With the exception of, I don't know, tsunamis and volcanoes, I've seen a lot of nature's fury. Yeah, no, I want to get my own coffee maker. Right now, actually, I sometimes buy those. I used to like to buy. I used to like to buy the, the Starbucks double shots, the pre-mixed drinks. But I discovered this. This is way better than the. And I hate to say this. This is way better than the Starbucks. It's got more caffeine. It's thicker. It's creamier. It's got a. It's more full body. It just it's expensive. It's like 6.5, 8 ounces, and it's like $3.49. It's kind of expensive, but it tastes so good. Bear, good morning. No, and I do want to get a coffee maker. I think that's also on my wish list. I want to get a coffee maker, but I like the K cups, so I think that's on my Amazon wish list. How are you doing, Bear? Oh, I know it gets hot out there. Yeah, I know. It's opposite. It's opposite. Your winter is our summer, and our summer is your winter. I wouldn't mind living. I tried. I would love to try for maybe a couple years. Love to live on the equator, but I guess maybe life in paradise would be a little boring. I know what it's like to put a bed together. Trust me. I am going to Arcadia to go do a vlog. My silly dumb butt deleted some 29 and a half minutes worth of video that I did in Arcadia yesterday. And I think I was heat rotted because I was deleting some photos also from my Facebook. 'Cause I'm part of a group here on Facebook called Pasadena, Walking Pasadena, and I am kind of like the majority of taking photographs. Um, I take a lot of photographs for Pasadena walking or walking Pasadena, and I inadvertently deleted some video yesterday, and I worked really hard for it too. 29 and a half minutes worth of video for yesterday's vlog, and down the pike it went. So I got to go back to today after class and reshoot. I'd love to go see the Opera House. I saw that one. I saw that video. Yeah, that's so sad, right? Who bear? Uh, oh, I can see. No one else can see, but I can see. Yeah, that's the hardest. That's the hardest one. And the guy's got well, he's divorced, and because of more or less because of the divorce, he's homeless. And he met his girlfriend on the street. He's getting his housing here soon in about a month. She hasn't. Um, I thought I had a lot of kids. This guy's got 8 kids. That's a lot of kids. You guys, I like doing that. I like being. I'm kind of like the Elmer Dills of tourism. You know, and I'm still the only one here in Pasadena that does what he does. So I've just transitioned from that situation to this situation, but I'm still the only one in Pasadena that he does in YouTube. So you know, someone else told me that someone because now before you tell me now from what I was if you owe child support, they don't hold back they don't put a restriction on your license. They don't grant your paycheck like they do here in the States because they know that they need to give you now what doesn't matter if you're male or female, you need to get on your feet to make forward for your children for the better of the children. You need to get on your feet to make forward for your children for the better of the children. That's correct, right? Yeah, because they know that it's hard enough that you owe child support, so they make it as easy. I think I think Spain is the same way. Someone told me that. But anyway, they're not as strict as they are here in the States, and more so like in California. Um, I don't have a driver's license. I can't get a driver's license. I have to lobby to get a driver's license, and even and then, it's going to be a restricted license. I can't hold a passport, which is why I can't get a second ID, which is what restricted me from getting a mailbox. Um, it's just crazy here in the States. It's just it's bloody asinine is what it is. But yeah, other countries view that if you owe child support, they don't limit your life because they know that you need to make good for your family, for your children. Okay, okay. In the United States, here you go. This is the way the United States, and more so in California. When you owe child support, they restrict your license because they don't want you to get into a car and drive to another state. Think about that. I can easily hop on a plane or hop on the megabus or on the Greyhound and go to another state, right? But that's why they restrict your driver's license, so you don't get into a car and drive out of the state. The passport I can understand, but the driver's license. Now, if I had a driver's license, I could easily get a job with Uber or Lyft, but I have to lobby. I have to lobby tooth and nail to get a restricted driver's license, and solely for work. I have to lobby. I have to lobby tooth and nail to get a restricted driver's license, and solely for work. Up until I got sick and I lost my job, I was starting to pay, but I could do so much better if I had my driver's license and I could get a job with Uber or Lyft, and in the same process, I could get a car with the company because if you are a Uber or Lyft driver, they will actually help you. you'll buy a vehicle through them and you'll finance through them, and they'll take the payments out of your paycheck, which is that's aces. To me, that's simple. That's all inclusive and taking care of everything all at once. So whatever measly money I get out of after they take out the car payments, that's fine, because then I could do Uber part time and I could do a full time job at the same time. So yeah, that would be great. I have to lobby, like I said, tooth and nail, and I can't do that until I get a job. Yes, they will. Right now, um, my garnishment is there. Here you go. 50% of what I earn goes to child support. That's the way it is. That's the maximum allowed, especially here in California. Yeah, it's a restricted driving license. You almost feel like a criminal wearing a ankle monitor. But California, by far, is definitely the worst out here. Yeah, 50%. So if I get a job making 13.25 an hour, I'm actually making $6 and change an hour. I mean, I don't have a problem with that because the money's going for my children, but it's not a livable wage. It's not a livable wage. So it's pretty bad. And then even then, my ex-wife won't let me see the children, but she expects Chelsea. She's not too nice of a lady. Come to find out in the long run. Yeah, James. I know James Worley. I'm on his. He interviewed. He came out here and interviewed. Yeah, James interviewed. I'm on his channel. Yeah, yeah. Lyft is not so bad, but they do have somewhat of a shady tax. $120. Oh my God, I'd welcome that. But also because of my situation, because of what I was in my situation, it just the payments and the interest surmounted. It's the totality of what I owe is I could buy a house, a small house, literally. So the mathematics and what they use to calculate is very unfair. It's very unfair. They don't care. They don't care. They just and not to be one-sided, but they do care more on the female's perspective. Now, if you're a male parent seeking child support, they hold you in red tape, like you wouldn't believe. Not everywhere, but here in California more so. Yes, it's very unfair. It's very one-sided. Um, yes, honestly, I think I can safely say that whatever money I give to child support, I don't have to worry about my exes spending the money and the fortitude going to my children. Where versus most, I I have the confidence that I know that what I give in child support goes to my children. So I don't worry about that. That's why I don't have a problem with that. Where most women, no. I mean, my exes are not materialistic like that. They're sensible ladies. That's why I don't have anything bad to say about them. But you see most of these moms, nails, hair done, got their imitation Coach bags. So that's where the money's going. No, the mother of my children, they're sensible ladies. So I don't worry about where my child support is going to. So no. Yeah, I don't even know. I don't even know how they formulate it. You know, I think the last I did a video where I went. I had to go to child court, child support court, and I had to prove that I was homeless. So they stopped. So right now my account, is it's not accumulating any interest or anything. So two in my first, one in my last. And Marie's gonna be 10 years old August 8th. 10 years old August 8th. I mean, without really showing any favoritism, she's my favorite. She's my little buddy. She's my sidekick. Going good. I mean, every day I'm putting in at least two. You know, and I'm just doing it here in Pasadena, um, Arcadia. I just, I mean, I can expand myself, but honestly, after working and commuting in downtown LA, that commute was killing me. That was just that was just terrible. Commuting by vehicle is one thing, but commuting by public transportation, that's forever. I mean, you spend more time waiting for the bus or for the train versus spending time in your car commuting. It's harder to commute via public transportation. Yeah, I know. That's why I have to go next month. I have to go start to lobby to go look for my daughter. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying. You're right. Because if you go to Italy, you will never see a pizza so big. That's why it's called a pie. So a pizza in Italy is a pie. Here in the United States, yeah, it's because we're gluttonous. Here in the United States, we're gluttonous. There's a Mama and Papa's Pizza. We have a 50. They have a 54-inch pizza, and they have a challenge where you and 7 or 8 of your friends have an hour to finish. Now, Think about it, 54-inch pizza. That's huge. Their ovens are massive. They have, the smart cars? They have this huge pizza carrier on top of the smart car. They actually use a smart car to exacerbate the size of the pizza. It's just smart. It's great marketing. Good morning, Denise. How are you? But no, pizzas here are big in the United States because we're gluttonous. You know, that's just the way it is. Only in America will you spend $10 for a value meal at McDonald's. So yeah, come on. How much of a value is that? Now you're craving. Actually, now I'm craving pizza too. So who brought that up? Oh my God, Bear, why did you do that? Now we all want pizza. Whenever I go to a new pizza joint, um, yeah, go ahead, laugh it up. I always judge a new pizza joint by one simple pizza. It's just a cheese pizza. That's just a cheese pizza. Obviously, now you got us all thinking about pizza this morning. Or this afternoon in your case. And an Italian restaurant, I love Italian food. I think Italian food and Chinese are my two favorite cuisines. A good Italian restaurant with a good bolognese. There's actually a good restaurant when I was living in Palmdale. It's called Gino's Restaurant. They have the most amazing spaghetti bolognese. Uh, it's right off of 15th Avenue, right across the street from the Albertsons. I know that place very well. Round Table? Round Table's good. I kind of like Shakey's with their mojo potatoes and their tiger sauce. Um, Korean, I don't, not too much. I haven't had. I love kimchi. I love a good kimchi. It went well. It went very well, thank you. And actually, I have about 5 more minutes where I have to sign off and I have to get my butt moving. So I got to do it every day, 5 days a week, which is no big deal. I mean, I look forward to it because I need their help. So, and I'm going to utilize them to my greatest effect. So, yeah, it's a slow moving process, but as long as I'll probably end up getting a job before they'll end up helping me get a job. So, I just need to do that so I can get my benefits while I'm looking. Thank you. I need all the spiritual help I can get. Oh, I know I will. Actually, getting the job at Sugarfish was quite unexpected. At least I have background. At least I know how to make sushi. I mean, I went from eating sushi to knowing how to make sushi. So, and I picked it up pretty. pretty quickly. So it's making sushi is definitely a lot harder, and it's more of an art form than it is work. It's a lot of it's a lot of finger play. It's very difficult. It's a lot of hand coordination in making sushi. Um, I always thought it was a piece of cake, but it's it's not easy to make sushi. Believe me, it's hard. And if you don't get it right and you show it to the chef, he'll take it and he'll chuck it. I mean, you spent what seems like for minutes making this, and he'll look at it, oh, and he'll throw it. What are you doing? Yeah, and it has to be perfect. The little cake has to be perfect. So yeah. I will. I have a lot of confidence. I know I will. All right, my friends. I must take my leave. I have to go. I have class. So send me postcards. I already got my postcard. First postcard yesterday from Hawaii from Stephanie. Malau. Aloha. Um, you folks take care of yourselves, take care of each other, but always take care of yourselves first. Love one another, trust one another, be kind to each other, help one another. Anger down, racism to nothing. Don't take today for granted or any other day thereafter. Pull down your pants and slide on that mighty ice. Find a glacier. If you like this vlog, this live stream, hit the thumbs up. If you like what I'm doing, period, and stay with me on this unbelted, unsafety guard roller coaster, hit the subscribe bell. Hit the notification button. Tell your friends and family about me, about us. We've come a long way. You guys, and I will do another video. After class, I gotta go to Arcadia, and I will reshoot that video. All right? So you guys have a beautiful afternoon, and if you're in California, drink a lot of water. Drink a lot of water. I'll see you guys tomorrow morning, and I will post a vlog this afternoon. All right? You guys take care. Stay safe. See you tomorrow morning.